Hi there. This video's called live. Very aggressive.
That's right, John.
Iceland
a volcano has erupted
eruption
in southwest Iceland following weeks of intense
to China
earthquakes. Lava is
earthquake.
spewing out of a 2-mile crack near the
UK 23.
of Grindavik,
Time's
which
down
was
there.
evacuated last month, as
Date today
reports.
is the 19th of December.
It's a breathtaking
Tuesday,
sight.
23.
The volcanic eruptions on the Reykjanes Peninsula transformed Iceland's night sky.
So finally erupted, guys, the Iceland
Eyewitness
volcano.
took this video as they were driven past.
Crikey!
As lava spews from the volcano.
Wow.
With this display of nature's power comes the obvious danger to human life.
Very aggressive volcano
Scientists
eruption.
knew this was coming for weeks.
Wow.
A series of earthquakes and changes to the ground were the early signs.
The houses.
Everyone was prepared. They evacuated the town exactly when they should have done. Like the Icelanders are especially good at this because the entire country wouldn't exist if it wasn't for all these volcanoes. Like the whole country is volcanic, so everyone is like fully educated, fully aware. No one messes about, you know, everyone listens to the scientists, exactly what they're saying.
That was right, scientist.
Around 4,000 people had already been evacuated from the town of Grindavik, near the busy tourist site, the Blue Lagoon, which has been closed. The town is 25 miles from the capital,
Let's hope
Reykjavik.
it protects their power supply.
The Earth's cooling mechanism, experts say, happens roughly every 800 years in clusters of activity. This latest is related to another Icelandic volcano eruption in 2010, which caused an ash cloud that closed European airspace.
I remember that one.
This time, the capital's airport remains open, but scientists and emergency services are tracking the direction of the lava, as the eruptions could last for weeks and even months ahead.
Yep.
Louisa
Pretty
Pilbeam,
standard
BBC
procedure.
News.
Pretty normal.
Now, more than 100 people have died and more than 220 are injured following a 6.2 magnitude earthquake in northwest China. Water, electricity and road networks have been damaged in 2 provinces there. Our China correspondent Stephen McDonald joins us now from Beijing. Morning to you, Stephen. What more can you tell us?
Well, the death toll sadly going up, 118 dead and 580 injured. We're now being told
seriously
as a result of this powerful shallow earthquake, which
that's really devastating news.
Just before midnight, bringing down homes and killing people as they were sleeping. Thousands of emergency workers have been raced to the area, and officials are asking locals and, in fact, any members of the public not to come to the worst hit areas to join in as volunteers. They need to keep the roads clear. That's because they need to get in.
It's been very cold down there lately.
Snowy. Electricity facilities have gone down. Tents, you can imagine everything you need to support the survivors, those who've been rescued and those whose homes have collapsed. The one fortunate thing is that this very powerful earthquake hit quite a remote area, not a huge population centre. However, in this remote area, houses are built from, sort of mud and bricks and pieces of wood. So they came down very easily, and that's why so many people have been injured, and sadly so many people have been killed. China, though, has a lot of earthquakes. They're quite experienced, and so you would expect them to be able to very quickly be able to get up emergency shelters there, teams of medics and the like to help people. But the window to help people is closing. People, they speak about the golden period to rescue survivors after an earthquake, around 72 hours. Well, in freezing conditions, that can be halved. I think people can, of course, die from the cold. It's minus 14 degrees up there, maybe a top of minus 6 during the day. Then you've also got the wind chill factor on top of that. So very tough conditions for the rescue teams in Gansu and neighbouring Qinghai.
That is devastating news.
Stephen, thank you.
Nature, freedom of nature.
has joined an international effort led by the United States to protect oil and cargo ships passing through the Red Sea. It comes after Iran-backed Houthis from Yemen attacked ships which they believed were bound for Israel. The oil giant BP had already announced plans to avoid the route. Ben has been taking a look at the impact
you
this
gotta
could
be
have on
joking.
food prices here. Morning, Ben.
Oh
Morning. Yeah, a
no.
big concern is the impact this
Oh,
could have on the
God.
price we pay for all sorts
Sounds
of
like
things.
we're
And crucially,
going to
the price
be
of oil.
less,
With
we'll
ships
be
carrying
worse off
goods
next
from
year.
Asia to
A lot
Europe being
worse off
diverted,
financially.
It adds thousands of miles to their journey and taking up to 2 weeks longer because
Crikey.
instead of cutting through the Suez Canal via the Red
Well, don't let
Sea
them bully you.
into the
Send the
Mediterranean,
army in.
they'd
Send the
move
Navy in. The
trade
British
lanes
Navy.
around the tip of South Africa.
Jesus
The
Christ, what are they
extra travel
doing?
time would mean
Letting
it
these bullies
costs
bully us.
more to transport goods, from household products to toys and clothes.
Send the army in. The
An
Navy.
extra cost likely to be passed on to us as consumers. We are not talking small quantities either. About 15% of the world's shipping traffic goes via
Of course
that
it
route
does.
through the Suez Canal and the Red Sea, bringing goods from Asia to the UK and Europe. And it includes about a fifth of the world's oil. Prices for that have crept up to around $78 a barrel. The worry is that if oil prices rise, not only does that mean drivers potentially paying more at the pump, but transporting goods around by road becomes more expensive. And again, that could well be passed on to us.
Also, the train's not the cheaper way to transport things at this rate.
On the shelves. And think about this, just as inflation has come down from the dizzying heights of a year ago, the fear is that these global events could now push up average price rises here once again. Sally.
Ben,
That's
thank you.
devastating news. That's
The
bad.
Scottish Government's tax and spending plans will be announced.
Alright, like this video, please subscribe to my show on Sunday Evans. May the force be with you always. Guys, what the needs of me outweigh the needs of you. Listen to my friends John Andrews on Sunday, every Sunday at 9 to 12 p.m. live on the Waking Ratio on the last show every Sunday. And it's my friends Sparky and Jimbo on ITF Friday and Soul Hills Ratio every Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. And this was like 1500 something. And this is my friend Shane through the years every 2 weeks on the Soul Hills Ratio on the Monday afternoon, 2 to 3 p.m. And just like this is like 1400, I think 100. So, well, it's getting hotter, more combustible, and more predictable, and looks like the old railway lines across the UK might become more reliably more important to us than ever. So maybe we should be open to more old branch lanes and use the trains to transport our goods from now on. And the canals, the basic canals, all the canals across the UK, the cost of it was going up. We've got to find alternatives, guys. This is pretty grim news. The you name it, the shortcut through the, you name it, into the Red Sea, Suez Canal being, well, cut off completely, or they're not using it, just to make our lives more expensive. These, oil companies. There you go. Subscribe to my show on Sunday Jones. I'll be happy. Bye.